evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8 today, the 17th day of June 2025. I am Chin Omai. First major headlines. Soludo approves 15 million naira for mass burial of 43 victims in Ogwaniocha community crisis. That will be comments President Tinubu's decision to visit Benue massacre sites. While in sports, Chukwueze praises community support, calls for continuous training of talent-filled tournaments. We take commercials and be right back with details and many more. Stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. The Abia State government has announced the forthcoming launch of a comprehensive 25-year Greater Aba Master Plan, a transformative urban renewal blueprint developed in collaboration with the Greater Aba Development Authority and the United Nations Human Settlements Program. This was discussed during a press briefing following the State Executive Council meeting held this week. The government said the ambitious plan is anchored on four core pillars: road infrastructure and connectivity, economic development with emphasis on industrial zones and commercial hub revitalization, sustainable urban expansion, and flood resilience, a persistent challenge in Aba's development over the year. The mass burial of 43 indigenous people from Ogwaniocha, an oil-bearing community in Ogbaru local government area, who were killed during a violent internal crisis in November 2021, will be supported by 15 million naira approved by Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo. The funds were formally presented to the community by the Commissioner for Petroleum and Mineral Resources, Anthony Ifanya, on behalf of the governor. The check was handed over to the President General of the Ogwaniocha Progressive Association, Honorable Vitalis Ekwanwa, in the presence of other community stakeholders. The Anambra State Police Command has successfully raided and disrupted a cult initiation ceremony in Mwafia Njikoka local government area, arresting 6 suspects and seizing weapons and other incriminating materials. The operation, which was carried out on Saturday, June 15th, followed an intelligence-led investigation by the command's operatives. In a press statement issued on Tuesday, the police public relations officer, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, confirmed the developments. Ondo State's Governor, Dr. Loki Ayedatiwa, has approved a record-breaking 33.8 billion naira budget for the Ondo State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, marking the highest allocation ever granted to the agency. The governor disclosed this on Monday in Akure during the inauguration of the newly constituted Osopadek board. He stated that the funding would be channeled toward addressing critical infrastructure deficits and socio-economic challenges in the oil-producing communities of Ilaji and Ese-Odo local government areas. The Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate, Peter Obi, has responded to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's visit to Benue State in the wake of the recent massacre that claimed more than 200 lives. Speaking through a statement released on Monday, Obi, who was consistently criticized President Tinubu's leadership approach, described the visit as a welcome development. He said it was encouraging that the president had finally decided to visit the scene of the brutal killings in Benue State. Honorable Domene Deko, a member of the House of Representatives from Rivers State, Gokana Federal Constituency, has expressed concern about purported changes to the East-West Road project's original design. He cautioned that any deviation, particularly through Ogoniland, could result in economic bottlenecks and negate the purpose of a significant federal investment. Speaking at a media briefing on Monday at the National Assembly, Deko called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to immediately direct the Federal Ministry of Works to return to the approved design, which includes critical infrastructure infrastructure such as 3 major flyovers. On foreign scene, Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations, has strongly denounced the recent wave of violence that killed many civilians over the weekend in Benue State, north-central Nigeria. According to media reports, scores of people were killed, many in their sleep, during a series of brutal attacks on the village of Yelewata. The assault have also left several residents displaced. While on sports, after an exciting start to the Samuel Chukwueze All-Stars Champions League, the AC Milan forward and tournament founder Samuel Chukwueze has extended his heartfelt appreciation to the Umuahia community for their unwavering support. Chukwueze emphasized that fans' presence added joy to the tournament, stating that their support is what makes the competition meaningful. The fourth edition of the Samuel Chukwueze All-Stars Champions League continued with thrilling encounters on Sunday, June 16, 2025 at the Ogba Primary School Field, Umuahia North LGA. In the first fixture of the day, CAC All-Stars delivered an impressive performance to defeat Atuloma All-Stars with a convincing 2-0 victory. The result gives CAC All-Stars a major boost in their group standing. The second match saw IPOD All-Stars and UCHA All-Stars battle to a 2-2 draw in what was one of the most intense matchups so far in the tournament. Both teams showed determination and resilience, earning a point each. Manchester United Chief Executive Omar Berrada is standing by his bold ambition for the club to win the Premier League in 2028, despite a disastrous season that saw the men's team finish 15th, their worst league performance since their 1973/1974 relegation. Under the leadership of manager Ruben Amorim, the 20-time English champions ended the campaign 42 points behind the title winners Liverpool and missed out on European competition entirely after a Europa League final loss to Tottenham. And that sports news brings us to the end of the news at 8. Before we go, recap over the headlines. Soludo approves 15 million naira for mass burial of 43 victims in Obu and Milcha community crisis. That Obi comments President Tinubu's decision to visit Benue massacre sites. While on sports, Chukwueze praises community support, calls for continued streaming of talent youth tournament. For these and many more, look at the website at www.abntv.com.ng. You can also download the app to Google Play Store, download ABN Radio/television. You can as well follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on the screen. I am Chinwe Omahi. Do have that address and stay safe.